Seduction experts claim that the quickest and easiest way to penetrate a woman's mind is through powerful psychological techniques developed over hundreds of years of studying female psychology. Studies show that if you subtly trigger the most sensitive parts of a woman's brain, you can instantly become one of the most interesting guys she's ever laid eyes on. It's not guesswork, it's science. In this video, you will learn dirty techniques to deeply penetrate women's subconscious and use techniques that exploit their most vulnerable points, which they cannot avoid. Each technique is an extremely powerful strategy based on this female psychology that activates women's primal instincts, making it easy for you to seduce them, as these techniques have been working for over 500 years, and you can use them too. Keep this video well, because each technique described here is a complete manual on the perfect art of seduction and tricks to access the mind and emotions of the woman you want to conquer. Additionally, I included 3 heavy manipulation techniques among them, but didn't palm out. It's up to you to pay attention, note each one, and test which works best for you. Shall we start? Technique 10. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact is a powerful technique in the art of seduction that can create a deep and immediate connection between two people. By keeping your gaze fixed on someone's eyes for about 3.5 seconds, you not only demonstrate confidence, but also convey a sense of interest and sincerity. This deliberate act suggests that you are truly engaged in the interaction and interested in knowing the other person on a deeper level. A real example can be seen in romantic dates. Imagine a 30-year-old waiter named Jake, who is on a first date with Emily, a 28-year-old makeup artist. During the conversation, Jake makes a conscious effort to maintain eye contact with Emily as she talks about her passions and interests. He holds the gaze for a few seconds before gently looking away to his coffee, creating a natural transition. This simple gesture makes Emily feel valued and understood, establishing an emotional connection that goes beyond words. Jake doesn't need to say much. The prolonged eye contact communicates his genuine interest and makes Emily feel special, significantly increasing the chances of a second date. Technique 09. The chameleon effect. The chameleon effect is a fascinating psychological technique that involves subtly imitating another person's behaviors, gestures, and postures to create a sense of connection and empathy. Studies show that when someone notices their movements being mirrored discreetly, they unconsciously feel more comfortable and connected to the imitator. This phenomenon can be particularly useful in social and professional situations where building rapport is essential. For example, imagine a job interview where the candidate, noticing the interviewer crossing their arms and tilting their head slightly to the right while speaking, mirrors these movements naturally and not exaggeratedly. During the conversation, the candidate also adopts a tone of voice and speaking rhythm similar to the interviewer's. This subtle mirroring helps create an environment of trust and harmony, making the interviewer feel more at ease and favorably inclined towards the candidate. Effective application of the chameleon effect can therefore transform common interactions into powerful opportunities to build positive and meaningful relationships, increasing the chances of success in various areas of life. Technique 08. Name repetition. Name repetition is a powerful and subtle rapport-building technique that can significantly impact how someone perceives you. Using someone's name repeatedly during a conversation creates a sense of familiarity and importance, making the person feel recognized and valued. A person's name is one of the most important words to them, and by mentioning it, you signal that you are paying attention and caring about them. Imagine a situation in a coffee shop where a regular customer interacts with the barista. Each time the customer places an order, the barista uses the customer's name, saying something like, "Hello, how are you today? Your usual coffee, right? And here's your coffee, hope you have a great day." This practice not only makes the customer feel special, but also creates a more personal and pleasant connection, increasing the likelihood that they will keep coming back. Name repetition, when done genuinely and naturally, can transform common interactions into memorable and meaningful experiences. Technique 07. The Benjamin Franklin effect. The Benjamin Franklin effect is a psychological technique that suggests asking someone for a small favor can increase your attractiveness and create a stronger connection. This technique works because, by doing a favor, the person internally justifies their actions, convincing themselves they like you to justify the help. This creates a positive change in their perception of you. For example, imagine a workplace situation. A colleague, who normally doesn't interact much with you, asks for your help in reviewing a report. You accept, and by doing so, you start to see them more positively. You think, if I'm helping, it must be because they are a nice person. The relationship between you improves, and over time, small interactions like this accumulate a feeling of camaraderie and trust. This psychological phenomenon, proven by studies, is a subtle but effective way to build relationships and increase your attractiveness in others' eyes, simply by asking for and performing small favors. Technique 06. Contagious positivity. Contagious positivity is an incredibly effective tool in social interactions and building relationships. When you display a genuine smile and a positive attitude, you activate the mirror neurons in those around you, reflecting your emotions and creating a positive emotional connection. This effect can transform the atmosphere of any environment, making people feel happier and more comfortable in your presence. For example, imagine a workplace where a colleague always starts the day with a smile and an upbeat greeting. Their positive energy not only improves their own mood but also lifts the spirits of colleagues, creating a more pleasant and productive work environment. During meetings, this person makes a point of recognizing and valuing others' contributions, spreading good vibes that motivate and inspire the team. Their presence becomes associated with feelings of joy and well-being, making everyone who interacts with them feel valued and more likely to collaborate positively. Contagious positivity, therefore, is not just about maintaining an optimistic attitude, but also profoundly impacting the social and emotional dynamics around you. Technique 05. Subtle physical contact. Subtle physical contact is a powerful and often underestimated technique for building connection and trust in social interactions. Small touches, like a light tap on the shoulder or arm during a conversation, can convey empathy, understanding, and support without the need for words. These gestures help create a sense of closeness and intimacy, facilitating a deeper bond. For example, imagine a situation during a work meeting. A colleague, noticing that you are nervous while presenting an important project, places a reassuring hand on your shoulder and gives you an encouraging smile. This brief and considerate touch can significantly reduce your anxiety, providing a feeling of support and solidarity. Later, during a coffee break, they might give a light tap on your arm while making a light joke, reinforcing a friendly and positive connection. This intentional and subtle use of physical touch not only improves communication, but also strengthens the interpersonal relationship, making you feel more secure and valued in the environment. Technique 04. Making her laugh. Making a woman laugh is one of the most effective ways to create an emotional connection and leave a lasting impression. Humor triggers the release of endorphins in the brain, which are hormones associated with pleasure and well-being, creating a positive association with your presence. Additionally, laughter helps break down barriers and facilitates more open and genuine communication. Imagine a casual encounter at a party where you tell a funny story about an embarrassing situation that happened to you at work. The woman you are talking to laughs genuinely, and this moment of humor creates a relaxed and camaraderie atmosphere. Throughout the evening, you continue to make witty remarks and share light jokes, keeping the mood light and enjoyable. She begins to associate the feeling of joy and fun with your company, which not only increases your attraction, but also strengthens the emotional connection between you. Using humor in an authentic and appropriate way, without exaggeration, can be a powerful tool to make your interactions more memorable and build a significant bond. Technique 03. Lisberg Effect. The Lisberg Effect highlights the importance of first impressions in shaping the lasting perceptions people have of us. When we meet someone for the first time, we tend to form quick judgments that can significantly influence our future interactions. These initial judgments often serve as an anchor that shapes how we perceive the person in all subsequent aspects. For example, imagine a situation at a networking event. A person arrives well-dressed, with confident posture, and a welcoming smile, greeting everyone firmly and maintaining eye contact. They share a brief and eloquent introduction about their work and interests, demonstrating knowledge and enthusiasm. This first impression creates a positive mental image in other participants, making them see the person as professional, competent, and friendly. Even if later they have a moment of nervousness while speaking in public, the initial impression remains strong, and others are more likely to attribute the nervousness to a temporary external factor. The Lisberg effect reminds us that first impressions are powerful and that investing in a positive initial presentation can have a lasting impact on how we are perceived and treated by others. Technique 02. Exuding confidence. Exuding confidence is a magnetic attribute that can significantly influence how others perceive and interact with you. Confidence manifests through your posture, body language, tone of voice, and even the way you present yourself. A confident person exudes security and competence, which naturally attracts attention and respect from others. For example, imagine a situation in a business meeting. During a crucial presentation, one participant stands out by speaking clearly and assertively, maintaining an upright posture, and making constant eye contact with the audience. They address questions and concerns calmly and provide concise and well-founded answers. Even when faced with criticism, they maintain their composure, showing that they believe in the information they are presenting. This display of confidence not only helps convince the audience of the validity of their ideas, but also inspires colleagues to trust their leadership abilities. By exuding confidence, they not only improve others' perceptions of them, but also elevate their own level of credibility and influence within the group. Maintaining proper posture is fundamental to conveying confidence and authority in any environment. The way you position yourself can impact not only how others see you, but also how you feel about yourself. An upright posture, with shoulders back and head held high, projects security and openness, while a slouched posture can suggest insecurity or disinterest. For example, in a job interview, a candidate enters the room and sits with their back straight, feet firmly planted on the floor, and hands resting calmly on their lap. They make direct eye contact with the interviewer and respond to questions clearly, without fidgeting excessively or appearing restless. By adopting this posture, they not only communicate confidence but also respect and readiness. The interviewer, in turn, perceives the candidate as someone sure of their abilities and prepared to take on responsibilities. In contrast, a candidate with slouched posture and nervous movements might be seen as less reliable or competent. Therefore, proper posture not only influences others' perceptions but also reinforces your own feeling of self-confidence and control in important situations. I hope these tips are very valuable to you. Consider sharing them with others who need to explore these techniques and leave your thoughts in the comments section. Information should be shared to flourish. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more tips on mastering the art of seduction. Watch the next video appearing on your screen now for more seduction tips. See you there.